Welcome students. Here in the previous class we have discussed about little introduction of this father of genetics, that is John Krieger Mendel. Why his work, the reasons for his work went unrecognized. Reasons why his work went unrecognized. And we have also seen after the death of after 16 years of death of Mendel, his work his work was recognized. And what are the reasons why his work went recognized? So we have seen that. Now we will see in this class that why Mendel chose pea plant for his research. In the introduction we said that Mendel did research on pea plants for almost 6 years. Why he chose that pea plant? What are the reasons for his choosing of pea plant? Here we already said that he was a mathematician, he was not a biologist, and he was working as a priest in the church. He was working as a priest in the church. In the church there was a very big backyard, open backyard was there. So during his free time he used to grow pea plants there. He used to grow pea plants. There was a very big backyard in the church, and in that it was open, and Mendel, he has grown many pea plants in that backyard, and he took that pea plants for doing his research. He took the pea plant for doing his research. Why he chose the pea plant? What are the reasons, specific reasons why he chose pea plant, and he did research on that pea plant only for 6 years. So what are the reasons? Here the first and foremost reason why the Mendel chose pea plant is the lifespan of pea plant is very short. That is, after growing within a period of 3 to 4 weeks, we will get a new pea plants. So the seeds, you grow the plant, and within a month, that is even nearly in 3 to 4 weeks, not even a month. So sometimes we may get in 3 weeks itself. So within 3 weeks of sowing the seeds, so we will get a new plant. So like this, now we will be able to get many generations. In 1 year itself we will be getting 12 generations. For when we take our sample, we sample for human beings. So one generation it will be almost it depends on how much a person lives. A person can live for 100 years, a person can live for 70 years, a person can live for 80 years. So till 80 years that will be one generation. And after his death, or here another generation comes, another generation will be there itself before his death itself, but still that is the lifespan of person can be 80 years, 70 years, 100 years, depends on an individual person. But here in this the lifespan of pea plant is very short. It is just only 3 to 4 weeks. Within 3 to 4 weeks we will get a new pea plant. Okay, so now 1 month, one generation. Now sow it in the another month, you will again get another generation in the second month, third generation in third month, fourth generation in fourth month. So within a few months you will get 12 generations. Where will you get this like this? Within 12 months we are getting 12 generations. For humans it will take years to get 12 generations. For animals also it will take years to get generations. Even in many of the plants it will take years to get another generation. But here in pea plant, within a month, just 3 to 4 weeks, we are getting one new generation. Within 3 to 4 weeks, one new generation. We have sown seeds, got new seeds in that is 3 to 4 weeks. Again you sow that new seeds, you will get another new seeds in 4 weeks. Then sow those new seeds and again you will get another generation. So like this, within a very short period you will get many generations. Within a short period we will get many generations. So that is why we are getting many generations, because the lifespan of pea plant is very short. That is, within a short period of time it can grow and produce new plant, new fruits or new seeds. So the first reason why he chose is because of the shorter lifespan of pea plant. Another reason for you choosing this pea plant is pea plant can self-pollinate as well as cross-pollinate. Cross-pollination as well as self-pollination can be seen in pea plants. Pea plants show cross-pollination as well as self-pollination, that is transfer of pollen grains can be taking place from one plant to, that is within the same plant, or it can take place from one plant to one pea plant to another pea plant. So, it shows both self-pollination as well as cross-pollination. So, that is why he chose that. Another reason why Mendel chose, first reason is shorter lifespan, second reason is it can self-pollinate itself, it can cross-pollinate itself. So, in both the conditions it is able to reproduce, it is able to produce fruits. It is able to produce new seeds. The third and the most important reason is because of the presence of contrasting characters in the pea plant. There is no other plant which show contrasting characters. There are 7 characters which are contrasting. In single pea plant itself, there are 7 characters which show total contrast. Here, first character is height of the pea plant. Height of the pea plant. So, here it is tall, the pea plant is tall. The pea plant is tall, or it can be dwarf. Single pea plant can be tall and it can be short plant. A pea plant can be a tall plant or it can be a short plant. So, we have 2 different contrasting characters can be seen. It is not necessary that pea plant should be of this much height only. It can be shorter height. So, there is no other plant which shows this like this characters, 7 contrasting characters. Another is flower position. In few pea plants, the flower position is axillary, that is in the axils, the flower grows in the axils, and in some pea plants it is terminal, that is at the end, at the apex of the shoot, modified shoot, floral shoot. At the apex of the floral shoot you will get the terminal flower. Here we can even get axillary flower, that is flower. Next is flower color. We get purple flowers as well as white flowers. The few pea plant shows purple color flowers and few shows white color flowers. So, within total contrasting characters, this is purple and this is white. This is axillary, this is terminal, this is tall, this is short, total contrast. Here, next is the pod shape. Pod is the upper cover which we see. The pod shape here, in few plants it might be inflated and in few plants show constricted like this, constricted. So, in few it is inflated, swollen. Now, pod color, the color of that pod, that is outside cover. In some plants it is green in color and in few it is yellow color. Here next is the seed shape of the seed. Some of the seeds are just round in shape and some are wrinkled like this. Some seeds are round, some seeds are wrinkled. You might have observed it. And the next is seed color. In few plants, that is seed color will be yellow, and in few the seed color is green. The seed color is green. So, we have total 7 contrasting characters. So, in single plant we are getting 7 contrasting characters. First is the height of the plant, second is position of the flower, third is color of the flower, fourth is shape of the pod, fifth is color of the pod, sixth is shape of the seed, and seventh is color of the seed. So, in this contrasting, they have total contrasting characters are present, and out of these contrasting characters, one character is dominant. One character is dominant. One character is recessive. For example, here these both characters might be present in the same pea plant, but out of 2 characters only one will be expressed. One will come out. These two characters they will be present in a single pea plant, but out of these two characters, one will be expressed and one will not be able to express itself. The one character which is expressed, which is seen, which comes out, is the dominant one. The character which is able to express itself, that character is called as the dominant character, and the character which is present in the plant but it is unable to express itself because this dominant character is suppressing the other. Because of the suppressing of this dominant character, this recessive character is unable to express itself. So, it will be present but it won't be able to express itself. So, the dominant character which we see in the pea plant is tall. Though there is character that it can be dwarf, but mostly it is tall because dominant character which is expressing itself is the tall one. This axillary flower can also be seen, terminal flower can also be seen on the same plant, but the one which is expressing is axillary. Terminal is also present but it is unable to express itself. So, purple is, that is, plant can produce purple flower as well as it can produce white flower, but it is producing purple flower. Why? Because this purple is dominating this white. It is not allowing this white to express itself. Only purple is expressing. We are able to see only purple flowers. Though this plant can produce white flowers also, but as the purple character is dominant, it is not allowing the white color to express itself. So, same with this, inflated is the dominant character and constricted is the recessive character. Green is the dominant color and yellow is the recessive color. So, normally what we see is the pea plant which the color of the pod is green in color, and we see round seeds. The shape of the seeds are round. So, the round seed is dominant. Inflated is dominant. The color green is dominant, which we normally see this one in. When we see this pea that is a pea ovary of that, so we will see this, it is of green color, the seeds are round and the pod is inflated. And the seed color, the color of the seed, the dominant color is yellow. Don't get confused here. Color of the pod is green. The dominant color is green for pod and the dominant color for seed is yellow. And the recessive color for seed is green, just totally opposite, but here you just remember this, the pod which we see will be green in color. So, the dominant color is the green and the seed color will be yellow. So, because of the presence of these 7 contrasting characters in a single plant, in a single pea plant, we can get 7 contrasting characters. So, that is why he selected pea plants. Here one reason, the lifespan is very short. Another reason, pea plant can self-pollinate as well as cross-pollinate. Okay, and because of the presence of these contrasting characters. Now, the fourth reason why Mendel chose this pea plant, it is the seeds, pea seeds does not show dormancy. There is no dormancy. Dormancy is a period where the seeds become inactive because of some unfavorable conditions, because of few reasons. It might be internal reasons, it might be external reasons. Because if the light is not proper, if the temperature is not proper, if there doesn't get proper sunlight, so those are the external reasons. If the growth hormones is not present or some of the other reasons, if the seeds are not matured enough. So, here the seeds will undergo a period of rest, they does not germinate. If they doesn't have proper temperature, if they doesn't have proper light, okay, if they doesn't have proper light, proper temperature, the seeds will not be germinating. If they doesn't have proper growth hormones, if the seeds are not mature, then also the seed will not germinate. So, the period where the seed will not be able to germinate, the seed will be suspending its activity, that period is called as dormancy. So, there is no dormancy in pea seeds. As soon as you get one new generation, you sow the seeds, you will get a new plant. There is no dormancy, there is no inactive period of seed. Pea plant, as soon as you get the new seeds of the pea plant, sow them in the soil, you will get a new plant. There is no dormancy. And pea plant, within a single ovary, we get many seeds. Just in one ovary, that is one pod, within just one pod, we will get nearly 5 to 6 seeds. So you imagine, many pods will be there on a single plant. So we will get large number of seeds. So we will have large number of samples, because the more the number of seeds, the more will be the sample. So we have a very huge sample. So the day does not show, pea seeds does not show dormancy. Pea plants can self and cross pollinate itself. Okay. If it is unable to self pollinate, it will cross pollinate. If it is unable to cross pollinate, it will self pollinate. It depends. And here the lifespan is very short, and the most important reason why he selected pea plant is because of the presence of 7 totally contrasting characters in a single pea plant. Each single pea plant will show these 7 contrasting characters, and out of those contrasting characters, one character is totally dominant, which is expressing itself, and one character is recessive, which cannot express itself. Okay. So these were the reasons why Mendel selected pea plant for his research. Now in the next class, we will see some terms which are very essential. We will learn some terms. What is the meaning of certain terms, because we will be using those terms very frequently in the coming topics. So next class we will take up the important terms.